Welcome to the TrueRotarian Podcast. This podcast is specially designed for all the true Rotarians by a true Rotarian. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely delighted to be in conversation with three dynamic Rotaract leaders from our District 3011. As a DRR, the name this year is Avniksha of your district conference. What does Avniksha mean to you personally?
DRR means to me is D for dream, R for revamp, and R for roar.
What is your dream or what is your larger message? Do you want every Rotaractor who attends this to take back after DRC 2026?
Okay, so my dream and my motive of having this conference is that people should make lifetime connections, because that is the main thing we are here for.
Can you walk us through the structure of this 2-day residential conference?
As mentioned by the DRR Rishika, apart from all those workshops, the panel discussions and the other things, we are focusing on the more practicality which can actually relate to youth.
Hello and welcome to TrueRotarian Podcast, a podcast where we talk about stories of service and voices of change. I'm your host, AKS Rotarian Hemant Basin, and today's episode is a very special one because it celebrates energy, leadership, and future of Rotary through our very dynamic Rotaractors. As we approach Rotaract District Conference 2026, themes as Avniksha, scheduled for 16th and 17th of January 2026 in New Delhi. This podcast is our way of building excitement, understanding, and a powerful synergy between Rotaract and Rotary. Avniksha means introspection, inquiry, and self-discovery. And that is exactly what Rotaracts stand for. Learning through service and leading through purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely delighted to be in conversation with three dynamic Rotaract leaders from our District 3011 who are not just organizing conference but also shaping the future of leadership and change makers. We have with us present DRR Rishika Khanna. Hi Rishika, how are you doing today?
Hi sir, I'm doing great. What about you?
Very good, very good. Welcome to TrueRotarian Podcast.
Thank you so much.
She's a young professional efficiently managing responsibilities in Rotaract at District Rotaract representative while also serving in Rotary as a Rotarian in a very dynamic club called Rotary Club of Delhi, Genesis. In the middle, we have a youngster who is a DRS, Rotarian and Rotaractor, Archit Bhatia, a young professional balancing dual roles in Rotaract as well as in District as a Rotaract Secretary and in Rotary as a Rotarian in yet another very dynamic club called Rotary Club of Delhi Heights. Welcome to you, Archit. Welcome to the
Thank you so much, Hemant sir.
True Rotarian Podcast. And then, of course, we have our ZRR. Mahi, how are you doing today?
I'm great, sir. How are you doing?
Very well. Welcome to Rotarian Podcast. Friends, Mahi Azad is a commerce graduate, successfully managing leadership responsibilities as a Zonal Rotaract representative of Rotaract District 3011 and a club advisor to Rotaract Club of Delhi Genesis. Wow, yeah. That's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You are an advisor also, is it? Next time we
Yes.
need advice on anything, we'll come to you.
In Rotaract, yes.
In Rotaract, yes. All right. It's, thank you so much, friends, for coming to our podcast. Let's start with you. You have seen our podcast True Rotarian Podcast. What do you think about that?
I feel it is a great way for us as Rotaractors to learn more about Rotary. See, there are people who get to experience a lot of Rotary events through the offline presence, but there are some people, there are some Rotaractors who do not get that opportunity. So, whenever we see any topic that is being highlighted by you, that is being addressed by you on your social media, you all know youngsters are very active on social media.
Oh, yes.
So is True Rotarian Podcast, be it Instagram, be it through WhatsApp broadcast, be it through anything. And the topics are very engaging, very interesting for youngsters. You have targeted Rotaract, you have spoke about Interact, you have spoke about Rotary. I mean, all the wings of Rotary are being
Obviously.
already covered by you. So it feels great. It feels very insightful, and it is not actually very boring. 30-40 minutes. It actually builds on interest each and every passing second of the podcast.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. What do you have to say, Rishika, about a podcast?
Okay, so I have seen a lot of podcasts. There were with a lot of Rotarians where you discussed about Rotary, Rotaract. So they were really insightful, and the other topics as well. There was a podcast on World AIDS Day. So I especially watched that. So it was very insightful, and we got to know a lot of things about it. And there were other podcasts with some senior Rotarians. So I really liked it, and I watch almost every podcast.
Lovely.
And I got your message every time with the podcast link, and I'm like, oh wow, next we have a next podcast, and I have to.
Excellent. Yes, Mahi ji. आप बताएं कैसा लगता है आपको पॉडकास्ट देख के?
बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Also, the synergy you have collaborated with. You have talked about Rotaract, you have talked about Rotary and Interact, as well as I want to take a moment to say that you have also focused. It is basically on the real groundwork, apart from Rotary also, be it any issue which is happening in recent times. So you have addressed that. I really watch it. I'll even like your messages. We are connected. So I keep on watching that. The clips you share on the social media, they're very informative and they really inspire us to do something to give back to the society.
Absolutely. You see, that is exactly the reason why we started True Rotarian Podcast. Because if you have a seminar, no matter how much publicity you people have done or anybody has done, maximum you'll have 100, 200 people, 250 people at the most, out of which 50% are not interested in the core subject. They are there because their president wants them to be there. So that means you organize that seminar on a particular topic for 100 or 150 people. However, each podcast of mine, when it goes on the Instagram and also on the YouTube, minimum 1.5 to 2 lakh people watch. So that is the reason we thought that this particular platform we will use to inspire more people and to give it back to the society, help build a strong community and a strong Bharat.
Yes.
Well, welcome once again, friends. And Rishika, let's start from you. As a DRR, the name this year is Avniksha of your district conference. What does Avniksha mean to you personally?
Okay, so the name Anviksha is something very close to my heart, because from day one, when I was aspiring to be the DRR, I had my goal that DRR means to me is dream, D for dream, R for revamp, and R for roar. So DRR means this to me. And when we had the district installation, it was a dream come true for me. Then we had the club leadership learning seminar and other events. That was a revamp of our district, which has never happened before. And now the Anviksha is a roar for us, that we are going to have this one of the best and the biggest event of Rotaract District 3011. And it feels so personal. And this name was decided in the start only.
Okay.
That I want this name of my district conference.
Fabulous. Fantastic. Let's come to a little more about your this thing. What is your dream, or what is your larger message? Do you want every Rotaractor who attends this to take back after DRC 2026?
Okay, so my dream and my motive of having this conference is that people should make lifetime connections, because that is the main thing we are here for, because Rotaract is all about networking. Of course, we are doing community service, that is of course a part of it, but networking is the main part, and I have been a part of Rotaract from past 8 years. So I am here because of my friendships, and I have attended these kind of events in the past, and the bonds I make, and that's why I am still in Rotaract. So I really want that this event should be the one where people come, enjoy, make their bonds, and continue Rotaract with their own will, not just their president forcing them to do the work.
Very nice, very good. Now, you talked about you have attended so many conferences earlier, and you have created bonds with a lot of Rotaractors, not only in District 3011, but in other districts too. All right. From the district leadership perspective, how is DRC 2026 is different than earlier
Okay.
conferences or conventions, whatever you call it?
Yeah. Okay, so this year Anviksha, the district conference, is different because we will be having some team building activities. We'll have chief guests, we'll have panel discussions, we'll have influencer session, as right now the youngsters are more into content creation, influencers, Instagram savvy, everybody is. So we are have invited a lot of influencers which are very popular in the market, and every youngster know that. And we have stand up comedian session, we have Sufi night, we have
Wow.
DJ dance, everything.
Fantastic. I appeal to all those people who are interested in knowing a little bit more about DRC 2026. Please get in touch with either of them. I'm sure they will be in a position to guide you how to connect or how to attend that. Now, what kind of a transformation do you see or you hope to see for the first time attendees?
Okay, firstly, I want them to sense the essence of Rotaract. That's the one thing, because for a lot of Rotaractors, Rotaract is just community service, because in the clubs there are more community services events. So I want them to experience that what actual Rotaract networking means. And for first timers, I am pretty sure that if they attend this event, they are going to last long in the Rotaract.
Wow. Thank you.
That is my promise as the district Rotaract representative.
Great,
to all
absolutely great. Let's talk to our Mr. Secretary. How are you, sir?
All good, sir. How are you?
Very well. Archit, as a district secretary, can you walk us through the structure of this 2-day residential conference?
So, sir, first and foremost, as a district secretary, my prime and core responsibility is to keep everything smooth, coordinated, and practical. That's what Anviksha will mean this year as well. It is a very practical concept, as mentioned by the DRR Rishika. Apart from all those workshops, the panel discussions, and the other things, we are focusing on the more practicality which can actually relate to youth. One of them can be the sessions from very well-known influencers which youth see each and every day on Instagram. They want fun as well. We will have the Sufi night, we will have the gala dinner, we will have the DJ, and all those band performances and each and everything which will relate to them, because we want each and every one. I think we have 350 participants, and we want each one of them to engage with us through the entire period of 2 days. So let me run you through the flow of the event. So day one will start with an opening ceremony. We will have a very good chief guest, followed by a panel discussion, and then after lunch we will directly move on to the stand-up comedy session, and then we are going to have a Sufi night. On day two, it will be more about recognitions and reflecting back on what they learned from day one. So day two will start with a very competitive Rotaract competition between our Rotaract clubs, followed by again a very good panel discussion, obviously lunch, and then in evening we are going to have a very good DJ night.
Oh, wow.
So it is a fun, it is full of networking, it is full of learning, it is full of experiences. I mean, that's all the practicality we as the conference team can, spend into this, making this conference a real practical experience for our Rotaractors.
Fantastic, absolutely great. Yes, the fun angle, the Qawwali or the Sufi night or the DJ night is very, very good. You also mentioned about learning, a lot of learning. Now, what kind of a learning platforms or formats? Panels, workshops, hands on session, can a participant expect? Because you are going to have this. Would you like to give them thoda jhalak? Thoda jhalak de dijiye Sadi, so that a lot of people will get motivated to come and join your conference.
सर थोड़ी थोड़ी झलक मैं इस तरीके से दे सकता हूँ कि इट विल नॉट बी अ वेरी आइडियल speaker session where a speaker is just going to speak and the audience is just going to listen.
So it's going to be interactive session.
It's gonna be an interactive session. We are still finalizing how we can make it more interactive. Maybe between the sessions, like right after someone says something, people can ask their questions. They don't have to wait for the session to get over.
Okay.
So we want to make it really interactive as it is a classroom session. They are getting a lecture from their college or something.
That means out of 350 people, probably in that particular moment, 300 might be there or 200 might be there. You are making arrangements at active participation.
Yes.
From from your participants, along with the people who are going to be organizing this or the guests, right?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Very good.
So, sir, as I mentioned in starting, we are going to make it very practical. We are not doing this conference just for the sake of doing it. Each and every experience that we are curating for our Rotaractors, for our youngsters, for each and everyone who is coming, we want to make sure that whatever efforts we are making from past 2-3 months, it actually comes very practical to them when the reality is there on 16th of January.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay, so I would just like to add that I am in Rotaract from past 8 years. He is from 5 and the whole team is of 3 to 4 years of experience people. So we have attended a lot of events. So we know that what actually we want, because I attended as a member, as a district officer, as the club president. So I know what every position wants and what they are expecting from the event. So we have curated all our experiences and trying to make this one that everybody enjoys.
Very nice. Very good. Mahi, let's come to you. You want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So, sir, the entire conference team which is organizing this year, the core committee, it has experience of more than 20 years in Rotaract from different positions. So, we have actually made this team, we have actually understood what every position expects. They have been to these events, we have been to the international events of these standards. So we are just accumulating all the experience that we have had in our life to now give it. We also usually say we give it back to the society through Rotaract. And through this conference, we want to give it back to our Rotaractors, whatever we have learned from different phases of our journey.
Very nice. Very nice. Mahi, let's come to you. You are managing your studies, right? Along with the leadership roles.
Yes, sir.
How has Rotaract shaped you or helped you personally?
Okay. First things first, Rotaract has given me confidence. It has given me growth beyond academics. And most importantly, it has taught me balance. How to create balance between my personal, professional, as well as my academic life. When I was a president last year, I have cleared my CA intermediate exams. With that, acing my dream projects, being a president on ground, day-to-day basis. Also, I managed to score a 99 point something percentile in CUET. So that gave me balance because I knew that that's also my dream. Rotaract projects are also my dream. So Rotaract taught me balance first and foremost, it taught me balance.
What skills has Rotaract given you that your classroom education could not? Because when you said 99 plus, that means you have aced it, right? So has those skills been sort of brushed up or polished by the Rotaract journey?
100%, because academically you're given assignments. Here we were on ground doing real projects, so that made a difference. We used to read in history books or geography books what's happening, and then you come on ground and you see the reality. So it gives you an emotional intelligence as well, not just academically. It gives you emotional intelligence. And for me personally, apart from everything, I was an introvert, very introvert in my books. But now you can just make me stand in front of anyone and I'll be speaking. So that is one thing which developed in my personality through Rotaract. And of course, the networking and the connections I've built, a beautiful family I've built here. So that is the thing.
Wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard a new word today, emotional intelligence, that we all know of, but we don't normally use it because we keep on talking about artificial intelligence. A young girl here has got emotional intelligence. Fantastic. Let's come to you again, Archit. How important are Rotary and Rotaract joint projects in District 3011 today?
Sir, I am very chuffed to say that we are talking about this question in this particular year. This year, our Rotaractors have got literally the hands-on experience in Rotary projects, and it is very important. I believe Rotarians bring the experience, they bring the exposure, and whereas the Rotaractors bring the energy and the on-ground execution. So the energy or execution are brought by Rotaractors, and the experience and guidance is backed by Rotarians. And once these four things combine with each other, we have the real practical examples this year. The Rotaract Synergy worked on one of the biggest dealers ever, 3,000 plus participants in the Bharat Mandapam. Entire thing, the security, the ushering, the management, entirely it was managed by Rotaractors with the guidance from Rotarians. So usually we don't have a lot of experience in managing such big events. We sometimes panic as well, but all the guidance, all the calmness that is provided to us by Rotarians, it helps us in learning. As Mahi mentioned, the exposure, the experience we get, we can speak in front of anyone. I mean, I personally, or even our Rotaractors, after managing those events, we think if we have managed that, we can manage anything else in life. So it was a great experience. We went to the Agra as well, all the courtesy of the District New Generations team this year. So I mean, it is very important to have that Rotaract Synergy to have a very smooth on-ground coordination plus the execution of events.
Wow. You spoke about intelligence, emotional intelligence, and you talk about, you speak very well and you are confident. Believe you me, I'm getting nervous sitting next to you. Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
All right, great. Can you share any example where Rotarians and Rotaractors has worked in equal partnership?
Sir, I just mentioned a very beautiful experience.
That is
of the-
organizing your dealer, right?
that is organizing our dealer. So once we got in touch with the new generations team, so sir, Rishika's vision and also the district team vision this year was to not just focus on Rotaract. We wanted to give our Rotaractors the experience of Rotary plus Interact at the same level. So
Have you done any community projects together?
yes, we have done the community.
Give one example of a very successful community projects where you as Rotaractors have involved Rotarians and you have also involved the interactors.
So sir, each club at the club level is already doing that.
No, I'm talking about a joint project.
Yes, sir. There are many joint projects that the Rotaract clubs are actually taking up with their Rotary clubs. So, if I specifically talk about my Rotaract club, anything that Rotaract Club of Delhi Heights, or to be precise, any Rotaract club under Rotary Delhi Heights, anything we do for the community, be it the project Mithas, where we distribute the mangoes in a like thermocol box to everyone. whether be it installing the boards, the blackboards, the whiteboards in the schools, everything we do, it's the synergy between Rotary and Rotaract only.
Wow.
So, I mean, there are many Rotaract clubs in our district who actually get a monetary support, the mental support from their Rotary clubs in executing the community projects. See, sir, we have the time. We have that on ground execution. But the resources, more often than not, are brought by Rotarians only. So there are many very, very good examples of the projects that we carry on with the support from
Wonderful.
Rotary.
It's great to know that your relationship with Rotaractors and Rotarians are getting some good results, and you are in a position to do some meaningful projects which can help the society. Yes.
So I would like to add that we have done a project on World Polio Day with the with Rotaract, Interact, and Rotary. So all three wings of Rotary were involved.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's what one of those things. That's a good example. Very good.
Yes, so we it was a very last moment planning. So we were unable to have something very big, but when these three wings come together, we did an amazing contribution of $50,000. We have done that already, and it's with the governor, and we have supported the RIF with that. Also, we have we had a webinar which had 1,000 plus people there on that day, and then interactors had it they have made a wall, polio wall in their schools. A lot of schools had that. They shooted the videos, and they social media campaigns and everything was done.
Very nice. Very nice. Mahi, what does leadership mean to today's young Rotaractors?
To today's young Rotaractors, I would say it's not about leadership titles or position, but it's more about responsibility and accountability. Because if I talk about me or them, we have dual roles. I have a role in my respective Rotaract club as an advisor. I have a role as the ZRR, so in the district. So I have to report there. I have to fulfill my duties as my club member. So it's not about the title I'm holding, but it's about what I'm giving back to them, because I have been chosen at a position. So I more importantly respect that, and I'm accountable for it, not just as a title. So yeah.
Great. How does the sort of guidance from your senior Rotarians, from your clubs that you are associated with, or from the district, impact confidence and decision making?
When I was very fresher in Rotaract, I had no clue about Rotaract. Of course, the senior Rotaractors helped me, but I got in touch with a lot of Rotarians, as well as very importantly you too. So we get guidance, as well as we get a motivation factor. Like, they appreciate your work, so it gives you a little motivation that, oh, let's do something great, or let's just collaborate and do something bigger. And what I just take a moment, Jitendra sir, the past district governor. So I was in contact with him personally too. So he guided me a lot, and all the last DG also. So yeah, Rotary gives you, and my parent club, they are so supportive in my club as well as to me personally. They're like friends. So if we need any help or in personal life or professional or in Rotaract, they're always ready to support us. So if you find a proper, genuine guidance from a Rotarian, it would mean and help you a lot in your life as well, because they have the wisdom. To be specific, they have the wisdom. They have the of course, they'll guide you not to make mistakes they've already done, be it in Rotaract or in life. So that's it.
Fantastic. Very nice. I'm glad you look at it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Rishika, let's come to you. You are both a Rotaractor and a Rotarian. How does this dual identity strengthen Rotary and Rotaract synergy?
Okay, so from past 6 years, first 6 years of my journey was as a Rotaractor, and then last 2 years I have joined Rotary. So when I was a Rotaractor, I always look up to Rotarians for guidance, for help, and but then when I became the Rotarian, I got that sense of in my mind that yes, I have to guide. Like I have my Rotary Club has a Rotaract Club, so that is Rotaract Club Delhi Genesis, and Mahi is the advisor for that. So when they talk to me as a DRR, so I give them different advices. When they talk to me as a Rotarian of their parent club, I give them different sort of tell them my experiences and how they can grow in their lives. So I am playing that both the roles. So I feel so happy and satisfied that yes, I am not only just helping in Rotaract, but I am helping the Rotaractors in their personal life, professional life. A lot of Rotaractors come to me for advices, so I do them.
Well, that's so wonderful. That means you are wearing two hats. A hat of a Rotaractor and a hat of a Rotarian.
Yes.
That's so wonderful. Mahi, from a young Rotaractor's point of view, what does Rotary represent?
I would again say that Rotary means guidance, motivation, support, and wisdom. Because again, they'll give you advices. You won't waste time in doing something they are already aware of. So they'll guide you in such a way that you abstain from those things. So you'll do better. And for example, they also let you see a bigger picture. We as Rotaractors look up to Rotary for guidance. So the thing is, you look at the bigger picture. We are doing club level projects. When you meet Rotarians, they're so senior, they're so mature, they're basically very experienced in life. So they let you know a lot about, because our age is Rotaractors, like we are 20, 25. So we meet senior Rotarians.
What you're trying to say is Rotarians are oldies, is it?
No, I don't say that. They come with wisdom. We come with energy. That's it.
Wow. What message would you like to give to the first time DRC attendees?
Okay. So the first time DRC attendees, I would like to say that this is going to be the best experience you will going to have in this Rotary year, and just make friends, just interact with everyone, just enjoy the sessions and just live the 3 days conference, because that's what you are coming for and that's what we aim to give you that experience. So
Excellent.
I just want
Archit, what message would you like to give it to the attendees?
Just try to interact as much as possible with others, because that is why the conference is happening. That is why we are having 300 plus people on board at a single venue, so that they can interact with each other and they can make a good network, because network is net worth.
yes.
Fantastic. Mahi, what do you have to say to the first time attendees of your DRC 2026?
To the first time attendees, I want to say that when you'll come to conference, you'll get to know the perspective why you've chosen Rotaract. You come, engage, interact, network, make friends, make the best memories of this tenure. I'd say this would be the biggest show of this tenure. And I just say that come with open minds and you leave with fuller hearts. That is a promise from my side, their side, the team's side. That would your hearts would be full.
Very nice. One quality every Rotaract leader must have.
Humanity, patience, because in starting, what Rotaractors think that we need a position, but you need to have something in you. You should have done something in Rotaract, and then after we should expect a position. So I would say patience is the key, and I think that's why I am here at this position.
Lovely. Archit, one word to describe the Rotaract Synergy.
I think it should
Okay,
be
take 4 words.
I think powerful.
Powerful. Excellent. Anything else?
Just one word, powerful.
More powerful.
More powerful, very powerful, because when they two combine, anything's become extra powerful.
Coming to you, Mahi, one reason every young person should join Rotaract or Rotary for that matter.
Okay. First, I'll be talking about Rotaract because I'm there. I'm not just have a very nice idea about Rotary since I'm not joined yet. So, Rotaract, you must join because you'll grow, because of the growth out of the beyond the books. So, that's important.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much to all three of you for sparing your time and coming to our show. I'm sure this message will go to all the young Rotaractors and they will definitely get inspired to join your DRC 2026. And I'm on behalf of my entire True Rotarian Podcast team, I wish you guys a very, very successful, full of energy, lot of fun, your District Conference 2026.
I would like to add, so sorry.
Sure,
I would
go
like to
ahead.
add, we are really grateful to you, sir, that you have given us this opportunity to come for the podcast, because this is also an experience we are having for the first time, and we are so happy to be here, and thank you so much, sir,
It's
for that.
always my pleasure and honor. Anytime you guys or your friends want to share a project, want to share the services that you have, given back to the society, the kind of lives that you have changed or you hope to do a larger project, believe you me, I'm only a phone call away. Just call me and I'll be there for all of you.
Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude today's session, Rotaract is not just the future of Rotary, it is living and breathing present. They are all part of us. Rotaract District Conference 2026 of Niksha on 16th and 17th of January in Delhi is more than just an event. It's a journey of learning, leadership, friendship, and self-discovery. I invite every Rotaractor, Rotarian, and youth leaders to be part of this transformative experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you also have a story to tell, an experience to share, please do get in touch with us. It'll be my honor and pleasure to call you on a show. Thank you so much for joining us today, and Jai Hind, and thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Jai
Thank
Hind.
you so much.